I'm out here in the rig working on a couple projects. I've had this like mass of jumbled wires over here by the door for a while. The faceplate behind those switches was missing when we bought the RV. Plus I had pulled some of the switches out and I ended up, I was going to make a custom faceplate. I broke one of the switches. Long story short, I need to build a new thing there. They're also wired up kind of weird. Each switch had 4 wires going into it. So every time I tried to wire it up, I blew a fuse. I got my multimeter the other day to do the solar installs. And so I was able to like test it and figure out what was what. So I got these really silly duckbill switches that are like not the ideal switch for this application, or not the normal. Normally you'd have something like this that's like, I don't know, it's not quite like residential grade, but it's something. But these will be fun, and they're really easy to just drill through a mount plate. So I'm going to clean all that up and put these switches on, and back to having an outside light and an inside switch. It's going to be great. Alright, sweet. So I've now routed that guy directly in from where it was. That's great. And I can close this bad boy up.
Hours.
That's what I saw. 13, depending on the route.
We are planning a trip to Port Aransas, Texas. Did I pronounce it correctly?
I think so.
Aransas.
It's Port Aransas.
Because it's Arkansas.
Port A, they call it.
I know, that sounds really douchey though. For Casey's birthday in February. So I've mapped the route to avoid highways, and it is 12 hours and 52 minutes.
It's a lot of driving.
Yeah.
All right. The really cool thing about Port Aransas is that with a special permit, there's free camp. You pay for the permit, but for a year, then you can camp for free directly on the beach, which is pretty sweet.
Not really free.
I mean, it's the pass gets you more than just camping on the beach. I think it's like $15. It's
basically
it's worth it. And to get there, we're gonna have to take a ferry. Paige is very excited. It's actually pretty exciting. We're gonna turn the RV into a boat.
Connor, you
basically.
keep saying you have to. You
get to. We get to take a ferry with the RV.
That's amazing.
We're gonna be like on a boat, crossing, the water, and like we can just like get up and poop in the bathroom the whole time if we want to, or whatever we want to do. I might get up on the roof of the RV to see the sights.
You probably shouldn't.
And put a camera up there for some time lapse action.
No,
yeah.
No. Do you want to see how we plan our trips?
I wonder if people want to see that. Do people want to see us going crazy and overthinking trips? trip travel? It starts with a map and a Google Doc, right?
Yeah. It seems really obvious to me, but I think we're super planners, and some people are just like, let's just go. The 13-hour drive, and now we have to find stops along the way.
While that's doable, 13 hours.
Oh no.
That's not our mode.
There's
We
no
have a
reason to
3-year-old.
do that.
With the motorhome, we
RV.
have we have the opportunity to stop places along the way and just take that slow and have fun with it.
And we're Harvest Host members now, so we can look up Harvest Host stops along the way.
And they're not exactly, I've looked at this once before, they're not exactly on the way. So we go a little bit out of our way and see some different shit, you know?
Have little detours. So how many nights do you think, how long do you want to drive each day?
I think that we should split 13 hours at least into 3 days. That's still good 5-hour driving days.
That's what I was
That's still plenty of time for me to go, fuck this, I'm done for the day, and we're pulling over and turn that into an extra day at some point.
Right. Yeah. I think with the grippy stuff at the bottom,
Yeah,
shelf liner,
it'll hold it in.
it'll be fine. So we have room for 8 of these big jars. That's our spices. I mean, obviously we can pack spices elsewhere.
Totally.
But these will be like the main things on the wall by the stove.
I'm gonna go look right now and find out where these go.
Will you bring back the spices that are out there?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, do it however, and then when we do the backsplash, we'll worry about this again.
Okay. I'm gonna do the top one first, and I'm gonna do it in a spot where it's like
Oh yeah, as high as
tight,
it
but
can
it
go.
works, right? Like right here is about, that gets you in and down.
Yeah.
Ta-da! They sent me out here to get the spices, and I ended up doing this whole project instead. Oops. This is what we're actually here for. Somewhere. Let's see. Wait a minute, though. I totally destroyed Paige's organizational system when I, pulled the wires through for the solar. Now I can't find the spices. Maybe they're in here. No spices. Not in here either. The did I do with them? You know what? Paige came out here to look at the project with me, and I bet she grabbed the spices while she was out here. I didn't even notice. Let's go find out. Excuse my face. There she is. Did you get the spices when you were out there earlier?
Yeah.
I've been out there looking for them. And I was like, oh, I lost them. I must have put them under the bed. It's all done. You want to come see it?
Yeah, I need the rest of the jars because I've filled some.
I only have one out there.
Oh yeah, and I guess we're short one.
And we're short one.
We need to eat some jelly.
Eat some jelly.
Oh.
Need a hand? I'll hold the door. Uh-oh. You're in a bad spot, Mom. How do I film and help? We did it.
Could you put the camera down? Okay, so what happened was I realized we still need baking stuff, but I kind of want to put this over with the food.
Put that on the other
So
side.
the top is all dishes.
Just dishes.
And
I'm with it.
then- Yeah. I have a jar of onion powder, but I didn't put the onion powder in. It just happened to already have it.
Well, that worked out.
I mean, is that okay?
Yeah, I think that's a primary spice for us.
Okay.
So what do we got
then
so far? We got
Italian and cumin will be the other two.
We've got curry powder, we've got salt, onion powder, pepper, taco seasoning. So the idea is that we put our basic spices and some pre-mixed stuff that we use all the time, like taco seasoning and curry
so
powder.
So we could cook anything, basically.
Yeah, so we've got like some fundamental stuff to like improvise with, but then we've also got like pre-made taco stuff that we could throw in chili in a pinch, for example. Right?
Yeah, 8 jars.
8 jars.
Basics. I think that's the perfect amount.
It's pretty sweet. It's been awesome. What do you think?
I love it. Look how cute it looks.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought you'd like it.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to take this back and fill it up. This stuff I think should just stay over here.
Yeah.
This is where oil.
Baking stuff, honey, flour. Dig it.
Should have brought the lid. Ta-da!
We're short 2 jars, so we just gotta eat some jelly.
No, one.
Short 1 jar.
Wait, yeah.
We still need to eat some jelly.
One's in the fridge full of jelly. It's so cute.
This is gonna be great. The shells themselves are like pretty stable, but not like 1,000,000% stable. You know, they're hanging with screws. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that and some like this action.
Just that shelf liner.
The shelf liner will make that quieter. This is gonna be awesome, by the way. Have you tried it yet?
I haven't even used this.
I expanded it out and put it in there. It fits great, so
Yeah.
it can hold stuff up. It's gonna be great.
I found a Aransas birding checklist. It's so long, but it's all birds that are going to be there, and we can learn the birds and check them off. There's like all kinds of birds that we don't have here. They have pelicans.
Oh yeah, it's the ocean.
Seagulls. And all of these.
A lot of birds.
I ordered a field guide already.
Did you really?
Yeah. I ordered on Amazon. I got this little trifold that's got like birds and seashells and like all different things.
Oh.
I feel really nerdy telling the camera. So today I started this binder of things that I want to learn about with Henry while we're in Port Aransas. And I went through all of our children's books and got out anything that was like relevant to the ocean or anything. Look, we have a book on sea turtles. Oh, and I got this, which is like the field guide. Gulf Coast Seashore Life. So it's like plants and seashells we might find and like lots of different birds, alligators, dolphins. It's like very specific to where we're going, so I'm excited about that. So I broke it down into sections. This is really homeschooling. I started with geography so that I can talk to him about traveling from where we are to there, because I want to talk to him about different land forms. So I have all these different examples of different land and water forms. And we're going to be on an island in a gulf. This is no gulf. One of these cards says gulf. We're going to talk about the aquatic biome, like as a thing. We're going to learn about seashells, and we'll collect shells on the beach if we see them and like bring them back, or look in the field guide and see what they were or whatever. And then I want to learn about 3 animals: dolphins, sharks, and alligators, because they have dolphins, sharks, and alligators there, which is terrifying. But I have like all this shark stuff and this dolphin thing.
Cool. Where did you put this all together really quickly?
Well, we already had a lot of these things that were just like I printed and laminated. But yeah, I still need to find an alligator sort.
I brought you chocolate.
The whole thing?
Well, the only thing I'm trying to like get past is like, are we gonna get all the way down here? Have driven all that way, you know, have all the momentum of coming that far down, and not go to South Padre, and like, are we gonna make this trip again?
The only reason I would want to go down there is if you want warmer weather, which would be nice.
Kind of thought about that. Maybe we can just like have some South Padre shit. And that way, if we get down to Port A and we spend our 3 nights and we go to this other place and we spend a couple nights and we go like, it was too cold, and I feel like I've got more in me, we can call an audible.
Yes. So go back to the trip plan. I clicked a thing. Winter is through March 31st.
Okay. So winter's a little bit more expensive than off-peak. And did it have the pricing on here? $40.
40 in there.
Even at 3 nights for $120, that's the price of 1 night in a nice hotel room.
Yeah.
And we're at the freaking beach. And it's really nice
Do
looking.
they have like laundry or?
Oh yeah, it's like super full service. There's like.
Okay, so that could be helpful to kind of consider it. Are there other options in case? I mean, this is still 3 weeks out, so.
There's a restaurant.
Like 4 weeks out. I don't know. Are there other options?
There's
down
a church.
there in case this is booked up.
Not a lot, but we'll look and see what's next. These are the cabanas. I'm trying to find it. There's a clubhouse with
Did
laundry.
you check Overlander for like?
I did. I'll look again. Looks like there's a KOA here too as a second option.
Oh, we saw a video of someone doing that KOA, didn't we?
$72 a night. Yeah, so $70 a night's not worth
So
it.
the
There's $40
KOA
options.
is pretty booked.
Marina and RV. 3.5 stars. Sandpiper Trailer Park. Show me up here. Andy Bowie. This was really popular. King Atwood Park. Vehicular beach access. Parking area. Alright, it's time to try iOverlander. iOverlander says Andy Bowie.
Yeah.
$48 in the off season, says this review. Bathrooms subpar. Little to no Wi-Fi.
Can we dry camp?
I'm sure we could dry camp and just use dump stations. I'd be down for that.
These are available.
Are they reservable though? How much are those?
$20 a night.
That's not bad.
Okay, so that's an option. Let's put that in there. That one and the other one, the nicer one, are our two.
Our two options. County reservations, and that is Andy Bowie.
I think it's A-N-D-Y.
Andy Bowie, dry camp. Was it 29th? And
Isla Blanca.
Isla Blanca. Isla Blanca. 40 night. And like,
Oh.
it didn't show it as reservable there, but I feel like
They have
there's a
those dry sites,
possibility
too.
that they have dry sites at Isla Blanca.
I
So
just
these
feel
are
like,
$20.
I feel like you could
Map
call
view of the tent
before we
area.
book that and just see.
It's all these B sites. They turn this stupid map. Anyone who makes a map and turns north anything other than towards the top of the map should be fired from cartography. They should be blackballed from the industry. But that's the Gulf. You know, because Texas has a Gulf Coast due north. I mean, we might even get lucky and see some fudging RVs parked in there. Alright, so every effing one of them has an RV or a van parked in it. See that?
Mm-hmm.
These are the tent spots. $20 a night.
Where you go?
Baba Booey.
Okay.
And it's on grass. I'd rather park on grass
So
than
you can
fucking
change the thing. That's...
shit anyway. Okay. We gotta make some choices and probably do some bookings, because I don't, you know, who knows if those spots will still be available if we're making the decision while we're in Port A. I mean, a 2,000 mile trip? Not quite. Probably like a 1,800 mile trip, maybe.
The sound of South Padre, especially since
It's a more interesting trip to go do that and like have more to it, you know.
and it'll be warmer there.
We've got more shit to do between now and then for sure. I'm gonna finish up these boxes I never built in the front and the back. I've still got a couple of RV things I
To
want to
cover
do.
some conduit stuff, yeah.
That fan that I ordered for the thing is back ordered, and it's totally gonna ship right in the middle of this trip. I can call them though, and they had a different color one that they could ship now. So I'd like to have that switched out. It's leaking.
Oh yeah, before we go. Okay.
And I might do an inverter. Maybe. I don't know. Got the Jackery going right now. I was just charging it off the solar.
Yeah.
We were pulling a tiny bit of wattage even though it's
I think it would
raining.
be fun. I mean, it's 2 weeks. I think it'd be fun to try what it's like without it.
Without it?
Yeah. I think that's all the projects in the RV, right? Everything else is good to go.
It's all the things that we ever dreamed of when we bought it. Crazy, right?
Yeah, we've done a lot
At
of
this
work.
point, it's just like, oh, I've had a new idea since we got it. So that's a plan. That won't be our next video.
No.
We've still got a couple
We're
weeks between now and then.
really intense planners. We find planning to be like half the fun of the trip, or I do.